Are y'all ready?
We still made it to the top.
3, 2, 1. Top Hill episode
142.
Yeah, let's get it. Welcome to another episode of the Top Hill Podcast. I'm your boy, Mr. Top Hill Pie, aka E-Money Boss.
And I'm your girl Jamila with her own boss.
And welcome, guys, to another episode. We got a very special episode for you guys. I'm really excited to bring this man on, man. This is a good friend of mine. We go way back, man. But I want to introduce you guys to my man, Carlos Laureano, the owner of El
Boritracho.
Come on in. I'm gonna get it. Hold on.
Okay, you want me to go back?
No. Come on in.
How you doing, man?
Welcome.
Let me sit up straight because I look a little, instead of a chef, I look like a little, you know.
You're fine, man.
How you guys doing?
I'm doing good,
Very
man.
well.
How about you?
I'm excited.
You excited?
Yeah, because this is a long time being like in the radio and everything again, you know. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember you was telling me about that. But let's start from the beginning. I mean, me and you known each other. We used to work at the dealership together.
Yeah, it's been almost 9 years.
I'm getting old.
It has to be even for us too because Logan's about to be 6.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes, right?
Yo, I'm really old. It's like that's crazy.
And I knew you
Well,
waiting
you
before I
are, boy.
had Logan.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, man. Almost, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're still here. We're back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and one thing that I love about both of these people right here is that they're honestly genuine people, great people. So like when you meet people like this, you want to keep them around and stuff like that. So
Thank you.
Carlos,
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
tell the people who you are and what business you have.
Well, first of all, my English is not very good looking. If I make a mistake, all Latino people from El Paso, Texas. He was saying Texas. So I'm Carlos. I'm from Puerto Rico. Born and raised. I've been in the United States almost 20 years, 20 plus years. And since I moved to Maryland, I know Imani for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like he said, we start working in the dealership. But my passion is something else, something different than selling cars, being a plumber, or customer service. My passion is it take me more than that. You know what I mean? I like customer service, but I want to give you more than customer service. So all my life I've been working as a chef. I started in the kitchen when I was 14 years old.
Wow.
I didn't have the age. They told me, hey, what you can do? I say everything. And I was a lie because the only thing I can do was washing dishes.
We was just talking about lying on resumes the
Once
other
a
week.
Yeah, man.
And look how far you come.
Sometimes it's not that you're lying. It's something that you want to... If you want to become somebody, you need to put that self, like, you can do it, but you sometimes afraid. So say you can do it, and that's it. You know what I mean? Don't...
At least
That
put more back.
conversation we just had
Yeah,
yesterday.
we just had this conversation.
Because it's like people have a, how can I put it? The passion, but they hide it.
Yeah.
Being something that they don't like. People, you think sometimes, I'm not talking about race or whatever, but if you see Philippine people, oh, I'm a nurse. Why? Oh, because my mom want me to be a nurse. But what you want to be? A dancer?
Right.
Or I want to be a nail.
What kind of dancer? Shout out to all the Filipinos in there too. We love y'all.
But they don't follow their dreams because somebody else told you what to do, and that's not fair.
Right.
It's like I told my son, and I have a 23 years old son. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Shut up, man. What the heck?
Never mind. He's old. It's like, nah.
You definitely don't look old enough to have one.
Yeah, no. I told my son since the moment he born, and he start dressing himself and whatever. Why you like? I'm not the type of parent that you want to put this because I told you to wear that. No, I'm not like that. You follow your dreams. You like you were saying, and that's right. I don't want people to talk mad crap about me if my son does do something that they're gonna be talking behind my back. No, if you're gonna say something, say it in my face. You know what I mean? And I told my son, man, you follow your dreams, you follow you. You know, I when I'm old, I'm not gonna pay you bills. You're gonna pay your own bills, and I don't want you to come every day home fighting to your wife or whatever. I hate this job or whatever. Nah, man, you follow your dreams, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
It took me so many. I'm not gonna tell how old I am, for you can be doing the math or whatever.
I'm already did some calculations. You're older than 23.
Motherfucker. I think so. That's what they say in their papers. But it took me too long to realize what I want to do, and knowing that my passion is what I like. You know, like what I love and whatever. Don't wait until the end.
Right.
To do what you love.
And I'll
What
say
gave you that? What made you make the decision to go with your passion?
Like you say before, money. We don't do it when you do something that you love. You don't do it about the money, but you do it to help others. But if you don't have money, how you gonna help others?
That
You know,
part.
it's like Imani was saying later. Before he interviewed or whatever, he gave me the big intro. You know, that he put big pun or whatever. But
yeah.
you know, if I don't have this much, how can I give you this much? So people want to get rich to give. You don't need to wait to be rich. You need to just, like you say, your rent is on time, your car payments on time. You got at least a couple of money on the side in case an emergency. Then you can start giving up. But don't wait to be rich or to be a millionaire to give. That's a book crap.
Yeah.
Imani was, go ahead, man.
I was just gonna say, J. Cole said it best, man. Love and the Love Yours record. Like, it's always gonna be a bigger house. There's always gonna be a better car. It's always gonna be a badder bitch. You know what I mean? So you gotta find what you truly love
Exactly.
and your passion, and be happy with that, and live life, man. Like, if you're only gonna be chasing a dollar, you can get it, but
it's more
that really
dollars
what you
down.
want?
You know, a dollar is a dollar. Right now, you cannot buy nothing with a dollar. That's a book crap. Not even in Dollar Tree, because now everything is $1.25.
That part.
You know what I mean? Plus taxes.
yeah.
So don't come and be like, oh yeah, I want to make a dollar. What a dollar is gonna make for you? Now let me make $5. Let me keep $2.50, and I give you $2.50, and then we both happy. And like you say, you know, I'm the proud owner of the Boritracho food truck, coming soon to Waldorf, and to you guys wherever you guys need me, any event or whatever. But I told my wife, I say, you know, I'm gonna spend what I don't have to give my passion to somebody else. You know, like, let me make myself clear. By me cooking, I'm putting all my love and anything that I do. And like Imani saw me like a week or 2 weeks ago, you know, we had 170 guests, coming back and forth, you know, like going.
It was lit.
And I give all my all in the food, so people can be happy, so people can be like, this is what we need. And money, you know, but if you come to me again and buy my food, I did something right.
Absolutely.
But if you come to me and be like, nah, that food was crap, or the attention, or the customer service, or this and that, that's what it killed me. Because, you know, I want to do better.
Right.
And that's what it is.
Yeah, man. And like you said before, you done customer service jobs before, and I think it's very important that you keep that passion, keep that skill set in customer service, because customer service will take you so far.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's very important for the business that you're about to get into. It's like,
Yes.
because some people, they'll go to restaurants not just for the taste of the food, but for the experience.
Yes.
You know, look at how Chick-fil-A has built their brand and stuff like that. Very simple items, very simple. We've seen chicken sandwiches before. We've seen chicken nuggets before.
And they do not have the best chicken whatsoever.
No. Because, and let me make something clear. Well, in Spanish it sounds better, but I'm going to try to translate it in English.
We might have some subtitles. Hit the closed captions in the YouTube.
Exactly. If I speak Puerto Rican, it maybe not going to catch it, you know. Puerto Rican Spanish is broken, so don't worry. Exactly. If you see any Puerto Ricans, please say, hey, hello, web, or whatever. You know, like. But one thing, when you go to Chick-fil-A, you're not buying the sandwich. You're buying customer service. You buy happiness. If you go to Burger King, how can I help you? We don't got that. Second win, thank you. Whatever. And then you see the people in the phones or whatever. You don't see that in Chick-fil-A. Even though the chicken is not good, but you want that. So I'm gonna have one. Well, I'm gonna have a couple of things right. I'm gonna have customer service. I'm gonna have great food, and I'm gonna have that. You know, when I used to work in the restaurant business, I was a server also, and I remember one time this white guy comes, big white guy, old man. Typically, you can put the beep. No, I'm just kidding. A big redneck. Let's put it like that. And he was angry. And I said, yo, what's wrong with you? Oh, I said, man, let me give you a shot of tequila on me. I don't drink tequila. What you drink? Whiskey? Or you drink
you sound like Jamaica.
Jigger or whatever, like Jigger or not. So I start making conversation with him. And then he asks for a beer. I say, that's for pussy. You know what I mean? That's for no. You know, like, no. That's why you like that, angry. Let me give you a margarita. Let me.
Yeah, and then he start, piss.
You know, like, yeah, exactly. And then he start like, and then I talked to his wife, and he say, "You're the first one to make him laugh from the service."
Wow.
Because the problem is we need to understand, and the people who's in the food business, let me say something to you guys. When people go to restaurants and they got a bad day, they just want somebody to understand that no matter what, I have a horrible day. I don't want to take it on you, but please give me something to calm down. And if you're gonna have an attitude, yeah, can I take your order? No, sorry. We don't, You know, don't be that person. Be like, how can I help? Let me give you something from the house. Let me open that window that you already closed because you had a bad day. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I think what's going on right now is it's really hard to find good workers nowadays. I think after the pandemic, a lot of people realize they don't want to work anymore like that. A lot of people rather do be on their phones, on social media and stuff like that.
Yes.
It's really, really hard to find good workers. I noticed like a shift between before the pandemic and after the pandemic, and slowly but surely, man, like with the automation coming, this AI coming, these restaurants is going to start kicking these people out because it's like they don't want to ruin their franchise and their reputation because you got these people who are working these jobs who hate their job, and they're translating that to their customers and stuff like that, and it's making it really, really difficult.
And it's hard because that's the problem when you do something. Let's sample. I just finished working for a big chain of restaurants, Bonefish, and I see
shout out Bonefish.
You know,
bang bang shrimp.
Yeah, man. And the worst part is, how can I eat seafood?
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah,
no.
But I'm cheap if you want to take me to eat anytime, you know. But the thing is, when I see these young generations, they do it just for a paycheck. They don't do it for love. They don't do it for the customer. I get $5.50 an hour, minimum wage or whatever because
$5.50 an hour.
Oh yeah, no, because service they get really low because
the tips. Okay. That's
but
still
then,
crazy.
Yeah, but
I get it.
Then, you know, if you don't do great, how you expect people to give you $10, $20?
Right.
You know, when I was working out Massachusetts, somebody in the Massachusetts area, I'm from Massachusetts, you know. And one thing that I want to tell you is when I was being a server, a bartender, whatever, I always get every day $120, $130, $200 on tips because you're selling yourself. You know, and that's why I'm making this. You know, I know I have it on me. I know I can do better. I'm not saying that you guys, whoever seen this and they own restaurants or they own food trucks or they making food from home or whatever. I'm not saying you don't have it, but if you do it the best you can because remember, the more love you put in the food and everything, man,
it's going to translate.
Yeah, man,
it's going to translate for sure. You guys, if you guys have any questions for Carlos. Or about the food business or food truck business or customer service business, go ahead and put it in the chat.
Yeah, man.
We have a lot of good conversation. So, Carlos.
Yes, sir.
You are starting your food truck business.
Yes, sir.
And you are specializing in Puerto Rican and Honduran cuisine, correct?
Yes.
So, I get the Puerto Rican. why the Puerto Rican edition?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
But maybe let them know also why you also want to do Honduran food as well too. Like what made you, in your own words, why did you want to do this?
And thank you for bringing that up. 2 reasons. The first one is because I'm married. I'm sorry, ladies. I know.
Hey,
Yeah.
congratulations. Hold on, let me give you a round of applause, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to your wife.
But she's from Honduras,
Okay.
and one thing is I have love. I love Honduran.
Yeah.
It's a third world country,
Yeah.
but it's still people is so welcome. You know, you go and they cannot offer no more than what they have. You know, and when you see that, and you come to United States again, or even Puerto Rico, and you see how people sleep, and you be like, damn, we screwed up.
Yeah.
Government wise, you know how we raising kids or whatever.
Yeah, the culture is different.
Yeah, I don't pronounce those words because you know.
I got you, man. I'm here for you, man. I got you.
I'm sure.
Mi hermano, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Peace, love. But it's that you know that I want to bring a little bit of something else to you guys because, and this is something that I'm gonna clarify.
Clarify.
There you
Yeah,
go.
here. Thank you, man. I still love you.
Hey, yeah.
Everybody who see a Hispanic person, they think we Mexican. Anywhere you go. Anywhere you go.
You
yeah.
think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
I
you
can see
from?
that.
Mexico? No, man. I'm Cuba. No, you know.
Oh my
But
goodness.
yeah, you go to any white people.
Bruh.
Where you from? What part of Mexico?
Right.
No, man. I'm from Puerto Rico.
You don't
Puerto
even
Rico.
look like you're from Mexico.
Oh, girlfriend.
Hey.
Tell you something. You know, yeah, but it's like everybody thinks that we Mexican. I love Mexican people. I love Mexico. I've been in Mexico once. It's beautiful.
Which part?
Jalisco. Yeah. No, you go
You
to
can tell for this one?
No. You go to the fancy places. I go to
You went to the
You went to the
real
trash.
not to the trash, but where the real Mexicans are.
Right.
Not with the fake Baja California or something like that.
Mexico City?
Sorry. No, Jalisco. You look it up and it's beautiful. It's one
Okay.
of the big cities. It's
Okay.
you know.
All right.
And yeah, I've been once. So you're gonna make people from Jalisco be like, oh, this guy don't know crap. I know the food and I know the people. So please, but yeah, people think we
Get you
Mexicans,
Mexican. That's crazy.
and our food is totally different
Yeah.
from Mexico.
Right.
Why? Because Mexicans, they cook with a lot of spices or whatever. You know, totally different.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to bring is Honduran and Puerto Rican, the best combination since day one, since I met my wife. We're gonna be together for 10 years now.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
We'll get another round of applause. with
Thank you.
that.
It's hard.
That's real.
He
Yes.
said, it's hard.
It's harder than start cooking. Like you can learn fast
Bruh.
how to cook than be married.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, you girls are hard. You girls are
And
tough.
you guys aren't.
We are, but we, you know, like we go like dogs. We go under the bed and we don't talk until you.
Okay.
And then when you come, you know.
This is going to be fun when we bring up the top topics today.
Okay.
We'll look at the topic Jamila picks later.
But and then Honduran, it got so much. Even though, let me make something clear, Hondurans don't have too much of culinary expertise for people. I'm gonna explain why. Because they only have
Minimal resources.
and then everybody eat the same thing: beans, rice, tortillas, tortillas. How you guys want to call it? Tortillas.
Tortillas.
yeah.
Tortillas.
That's for the white people.
I get-
Tortillas.
Lo siento, be gringo.
Yeah,
be
sorry. My English is not very good looking. I tell you so. But they eat the same thing, and then but when you really take the extract of Honduran, you got a lot of plates that you can bring to United States or to the table that people be like, damn. Like for example, you know the big iguanas.
Yeah.
They eat big iguanas.
Yeah.
And if you guys, like, I'm not gonna.
Wow.
The
Never
only
heard
wild
that.
thing I
Never
can
heard
eat
of
is
iguana?
cow, and that's
No,
it.
eating them?
Eating an iguana?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Wake up!
Don't say that. I just don't say y'all got big iguanas. Like, yeah, I see some iguanas all out there.
When
Yeah,
you
they
roasting them and you season them
wow.
and everything, it tastes delicious. It tastes better than chicken.
Okay, is it like I'm thinking because it's like a lizard. It's kind of like alligator. Have you had alligator before?
Yes, man.
Is it
You're
similar?
talking to me.
Yeah.
Man, I had turtle, I had alligator, I had shark, I had a stingray, I had.
Yeah, stingray.
Boy, when you in the kitchen business and you go to different countries, you try anything.
What's the most craziest food that you say you've tried?
The craziest one, huh? Not possum. The one that he turned like a little ball.
Armadillo.
Armadillo.
You had I have seen people eat an armadillo before. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's like pork. Yeah, because they eat fruit. They eat plants. They eat fruit.
Okay.
Remember one thing, and I want to make sure for you guys. Like, he's weird. No, I'm not weird. Remember, chickens and everything they eat. Chickens they eat anything. But armadillo, iguanas, and everything they eat fruit. They eat grass. They eat plants, and everything. So yeah, they eat more lean. Now pork, pig, or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
They eat anything, and we still eat it. Pork chops, we eat. So
I'm trying to stay away from the pig, man.
Why?
Because pig,
It's not good for you.
pig is not supposed to be good for you, man. I know it tastes
We're
good.
We're not gonna go in the Bible section because this is not Bible story.
This is definitely not Bible study.
This is not Bible
here.
study.
But at the same time, I
he
do try to
clean
avoid it.
everything. No, are you?
Especially because like what you said, right? Like back in the days, like where our ancestors would eat the pork and stuff like that, it's a lot different because it's not as much GMO, not as much craziness that's in the food that they're feeding.
And not
animals.
even just that. We are only eating it because we had to eat it. We did not choose to eat that food.
We were forced to eat it.
We were forced to eat it.
And we were forced to eat
we made the best
scraps
of it.
Yeah.
You see, they can whip me in my bag if they told me yes. I eat it. Hit me again. I don't care. Hit me again. You know, like I don't mind because. In Puerto Rico, you're born and raised eating pig. Not because they told you to eat it, because if you don't like
that's
it...
us now, but
That's us now.
culturally, we're speaking culturally and just going back historically. Especially us as black people coming from, where our resources are just so abundant. We didn't eat pigs. I don't even know if we had pigs when I sit back and think about it in Africa.
They created pigs.
No, I'm going to tell you something. They're going to tell you something that you're going to be like, oh, we black too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I want to make sure.
No, I'm just saying in regards to...
A lot of people like, Puerto Rican, where they come from? What kind of chicken
I'm
is that
glad
one,
you said. I'm glad you said it. I'm glad it came from his mouth too, because when I talk to people, and it's not really y'all. The Puerto Ricans, y'all kind of get it.
The
Dominicans.
people.
It's the Dominicans.
I knew you were going to say that. The black Dominicans that are...
They're just starting to be like. They're just starting to realize. Oh shit! I guess we are black. Like, okay, guys, it's simple geography. These slave ships dropped us off. Only 10% went to the United States. Yeah. Most of them went to the Caribbean.
Yeah, and South
America, Colombia, and Brazil.
Yeah.
But yes, they are literally our brothers.
That's why when we cook in Puerto Rico, Colombia, like you say, Brazil, and everything, we got so much plates in common from South Africa.
Right. Yeah, a lot of African traditional dishes.
A lot of people is like, wow, for real? You got that?
And the dances too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got some bomba and plena. And if you look in the African things, is the dances that they used to tell all the Africans or all the slaves, we're going to move to South tomorrow, we're going to do this. So we got that. So that's why, culture-wise, we got so many in common. And another thing that I want to bring up, now that you mention it about the culture being black and whatever, a lot of people see us, but he's white and he's black. But you need to understand, like you say, when they was drop off, when Christopher Columbus, that motherfucker, I don't like him, and if you, but I'm sorry, I'm not.
The only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace. Go ahead.
And I don't know who's that is.
That's Biggie Smalls.
Oh, hello. Yeah. See, I need to give me.
I got you, man. Big Papa. It's all good,
exactly.
man.
So, when they drop off the slave, they drop it off some Puerto Ricans and whatever, and we got so much in common, but we so blind. I need to say we, because when we don't realize who we are, and that's why it's so many people killing, like that. No, we come from the. We need to be. If we're gonna be against somebody, it need to be from against. Yeah. Boop.
You don't got me like bullets.
You don't get me like.
What you about to say right now?
But
this, you can put your sponsor ad right after this message.
Wow.
Go ahead.
The division was created intentionally,
Yes.
so it's just something that we're gonna have to work on together.
Right.
To
but
make
when
better.
we gonna start, we don't know. But we need to start soon because this is gonna be. It's gonna be hard. But anything else?
I think more of us.
We went to food.
No, but this
But that's what the podcast is about.
Okay. I want to make sure that we're not going by like.
No, this is exactly what the podcast is supposed to do. Like Jamil said, this
Yeah,
podcast.
because I don't see nobody talking, and they.
They're just listening.
Okay.
But this podcast is also about culture as well too, and then the culture of Puerto Rico and the Spanish community is also very important. We are all one at the end of the day.
Yes.
We have a strong African audience. You know what I mean? This is like a triangle, man. Like we still have the same blood, the same DNA.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
We're still.
And if you want to send her to Ghana, you can send me too. You can buy the ticket. I eat anything. Like she don't eat nothing, so I eat anything. Like you go back, whatever you give me or whatever. I'm there.
That good old jollof rice, man.
Man,
get that.
I see how people, I don't know, and correct me, people from Africa.
Oh, they will.
The fufu and the whatever, the slimy thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, oh my God, I see like, that's so like, with my hands and everything. Like, when you eat with your hands, a lot of people get disgusting. But you need to understand one thing, and that's culture too.
Yeah.
When you eating with your hand, you connecting with the ground. You connecting, Milky Way, the Milky Way.
Oh, the Milky Way, the galaxy.
But how you call it this?
The Earth.
Gracias. You see that? Thank you. You connecting with that. That's why when you eat with your mouth or with your hands, it's more appreciated.
Yeah.
Spaniards, they teach us how to eat with fork and.
Because you were colonialized. That's how we were colonialized.
Let's eat with the hands.
And a lot of African countries were colonialized. And it's funny you bring that up because I was just watching this story on Ethiopia. And Ethiopia is the only African country that was never
and
colonized.
That's the oldest country and everything. And Ethiopia is the oldest one.
Yeah, it's the oldest one, and they've never been colonized. Like the Italians tried to come in, they was like, "Nah, get that out of here."
Yeah, exactly.
But they actually still, they feed people food from their hands. Like they like part of their tradition is like if they have food, it's like, "Hey, come eat with me," and they'll literally take their food and give it to you and feed you. You know what I mean? That's just part of their culture and stuff like that. And it's funny that
that's beautiful. One thing we need to understand is that. I'm getting hot here because I'm thanking my high school and all my classes here together to you guys because I like to talk about this because a lot of people they still ignorant about a lot of stuff. But when you're eating with your hands or when you go like if you go to my house traditionally in Puerto Rico, my first thing is coffee. Okay. You might guess, you take a cup of coffee. You sit down, take your shoes, feel like you in there. My house is not no more my house. It's your house. Feel comfortable.
We casa, su casa.
Yeah, exactly.
That's every culture except for America.
Exactly.
Well, European culture, what I will say, because every other place that you go to, like, it's very hospitable.
But why? Because they think European think they better than everybody else. Don't get me wrong. If you're any European, let me get there.
Right. They walking around thinking that they better than anybody else.
All right, guys. Not all of them.
Yeah, not all of them. That think that they are better.
If the shoe fits, we're talking to you.
Yeah. Okay. Good thing that shoe is 18, whatever for you. All can fit there. I'm just kidding. But when you go to my house, I want to make sure that you don't feel no stress. I don't want you to feel like feel free because when you go to Africa, when you go to Colombia, they want to make sure. I say Colombia for him. Inside joke.
Beautiful country.
Yeah. Oh, señoritas. But I want you to feel like you really belong.
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel stressed.
Right.
Because that saying, mi casa es tu casa. That means something.
Yeah.
When I have guests in my house, I want them to feel like, wow. I cook anything, I do everything from scratch and everything again, because first of all, that's my passion, and then I want you to feel like important. I want you to feel like you really mean something to me.
Yeah.
When you come to the United States, especially me, that I am born here, I am raised here, come to see that you live in a triangle, and I'm gonna explain why. You go home, you wake up, you get a coffee and Dunkin' Donuts or whatever, not paid, commercial. You go to work. You go to work.
Yeah.
You drop off the kids, whatever. You go to appointments. You already got your routine. You get tired of that routine. When I saw that, I was like, damn, this is the United States? This is the big dream that you have, the American dream that everybody's talking about? No. When you go to our little island, or you go to Colombia, you go to Africa, you go to anywhere, you see everybody's happy. And on Monday is a Friday. A Friday is a Friday. A Thursday is a Friday. A Saturday.
That's real.
Because we don't have that mentality of, oh, it's Monday, I cannot go to the beach. No, we going to the beach.
Right.
Oh, it's Tuesday, we can. No, it's Tuesday, I'm going to go to the lake. So I'm going to go to any. Because we free. If you, well, and I don't want people to get mad and whatever, but Puerto Rico came the happiest place of all the planets. I don't know if you know this.
What do you mean? Puerto Rico was the most happiest country or place
in the whole planet.
Okay.
Why? First of all, we had 38 holidays.
Okay.
The government took like 4 or 5 because we had so many.
Okay.
If it was your birthday, oh man, it's holidays because we celebrate anything because we want you guys to feel when you go to vacation or whatever. We want you to feel welcome. So it came like one of the happiest or the happiest place or whatever. But why? Because we don't want you guys to feel stressed.
Yeah.
When you see a lot of white, black, and other culture retired, they go to Puerto Rico, Central America, Mexico, this and that. Why? Because they want
Ghana
to be free.
too. There's a lot of people going to Ghana as well too. Yeah.
So that's why I want to bring a little bit of my culture to you guys here in Waldorf and surrounding Southern Maryland. You know what I mean? So
okay. Now I want to talk to you a little bit more about Puerto Rico because I do have love for Puerto Rico, man. I went there. I want to say maybe like 5-6 years ago, something like that. It was a while ago, and I can say from all the places that I've traveled, as a total, this is probably the greatest customer service country I have ever been to. Like. Every restaurant that you go to, everybody makes sure that you have a great time. If you didn't like the meal, they'll refund you the money. Like, I was just like, are you serious? Like, there was one thing, like, I think I ordered and it was a mistake. They let me have that, and my meal was free.
It doesn't make sense here in America why we so pressed to take it back just to throw it in the trash.
Just to throw it in the trash. I never understood that, especially when you go there. It's just like, we're either just going to throw it away anyway, so why throw it away? But to also go on top of that and to just the level of customer service is just unmatched. The people are amazing, and I had a really, really great time. It's a really beautiful island, great place. Guess what, guys? It's the United States territory. Just to let you guys know.
Yes.
So you do not need a passport to go to Puerto Rico if you are an American citizen. Yeah. So that's just FYI if you guys want to check it out. Well, another place that I went to that was like a highlight for me. I really like the Bacardi factory.
Yes.
I used to drink Bacardi in my adolescent years because I didn't know no better.
Right.
But I got to taste some of their more premium, really good rums and stuff like that. Best pina colada I ever had in my entire life was in Puerto Rico.
We
created they created
1958 to be exact, and one of the competitions, and one of the biggest hotels in Puerto Rico. Bartender,
they and when I was there too, they have a restaurant on the Bacardi factory. I think it's called Georgiana's or something like that. They actually named it after their head slave of the Bacardi factory. And,
one funny story about Bacardi,
yeah.
and I want to tell people because if any Cubans looking or hearing or whatever, shout out to you guys.
Shout out to Cuba.
Yeah.
Habana.
Bacardi was in Cuba first.
Oh, really? Okay.
But when Fidel came, they left.
Got you.
And they went to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Another history. Don't tell the Mexicans. That's between you guys. Corona was in Puerto Rico first, then Mexico.
Oh, wow.
But when another government came to Puerto Rico, they moved to Mexico because it was cheaper to be. So Corona is not from Mexico.
It's from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's before.
I never knew that.
Yeah, and a lot of Mexicans, they're gonna fight. They're gonna hate this.
They're probably like, cancel this podcast right now.
I can't wait till you make that a short.
Oh yeah, I can definitely.
So talking about Puerto Rico, well, history and 1537 when Christopher Columbus came or whatever, it was native Indians, from Puerto Rico and whatever. Once we was colonized first from Spain, from Columbus and whatever, but then when the British people came, United States of course, they take over, but then they realized that we are a pain in the neck to be completely the 52 state, because we got 51, right? Or
no, we have 50.
So they want us to be 51.
51, yeah.
Well,
it's between y'all and DC because they're trying to make DC a state. They're trying to make Puerto Rico a state.
I think DC is gonna be first, the 51, then Puerto Rico.
I don't think. Me personally, growing up in the area, I don't think DC should be a state. No. I don't think it's big enough to be a state. It's just it's not that. I can see Puerto Rico being more of a state, but not DC.
But the problem with that is we a headache instead of being
Why are you a headache?
I'm gonna tell you what, we owe so much money
to who?
Individually, to United States, to China, to everybody else.
To Puerto Rico. I mean, not the UK,
Puerto Rico.
maybe.
Not the UK, but China.
And that's another. The Chinese have been coming into the Caribbean like crazy. They coming into Africa and they're coming into the Caribbean.
Why? Because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people.
They're overpopulated. They need a spread.
Yeah, and then it's a lot of people. If you say, "I'm gonna give you $3 to make that cell phone," and you go to Central America and they give $1.50, people's gonna be okay. I can make that in maybe 3 hours.
Yeah.
So they're gonna go and create a cell phone for $150, to give jobs and whatever. No, it's cheaper.
Right.
That's why Chinese people, they smart.
Yeah, no,
they smart.
Yeah, they're very smart.
So, Puerto Rico being a part of the United States, yes, guys, but don't see it like, oh my God, Puerto Rico. No, we got our own laws.
Yeah, your own.
We got our own government.
Yeah.
We got our own fund. Better than here. Yeah.
The island's beautiful as well.
Yeah. We 100 by 35. So you can run the whole island by 8 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Drive or run? Like, maybe drive.
If you run, I'm saying driving. I'm sorry. Okay, my English is not very good looking, guys. Again, let me put that.
I'm about to say that's a small island. Puerto Rico bigger than that because I remember I went to I got a chance to go to Flamenco Beach.
Oh
man,
beautiful. Beautiful.
If you guys don't know, so Flamenco Beach is like another small island off of the main island of Puerto Rico, and to get there you have to take a ferry. And we was in San Juan, of course, and then we had to drive from San Juan to the ferry dock, and we got there just by the skin of our teeth, almost didn't make it. But yeah, man, beautiful. It's ranked like one of the most beautiful beaches.
Yeah. It's right now it's competing with all the beaches in Salvador and Honduras and all that. But it's before it was the number 10 in the whole Caribbean and all that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's beautiful. You can walk from here to a mile, and it's still the water is gonna be to your belly or whatever. Yeah, and the water is so clear and everything. Again, the problem that Puerto Rico's having right now, unfortunately, because the government that we have, he want to sell everything.
Yeah,
he want to sell the shorts of the beach and everything. They want to everything. Like, no, that's from us. We fought for that. Our people lost their life protecting that, and our government They just want to sell it to make money, to people who already are rich and whatever, to make something that we can make our own and we can get more tourists and all that. So.
Yeah, because tourism is really big in the Caribbean, and I get it. They want to compete with the other islands and stuff like that.
Yes, and right now, unfortunately, we lost. We lost, not me, but the island. They lost 37 crews a year because the government. We had so many crews coming in, and after this government, this person came, we lost 37 cruises. Royal Caribbean, they still go, but not the most. Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Yeah. Hopefully that turns around.
But the food is amazing.
The food is great. Which brings us back to why you want to bring this to Waldorf.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your business. Why did you name it El Boritracho? Boritracho. I'm gonna get it one day. I'm so bad.
Boritracho.
Chacha, no, Chacho.
Chacho.
Yeah, you see.
Boritracho.
Boritracho.
What the heck?
You gotta break it down.
Yeah.
Boritracho.
Exactly, you got it.
He always want to put an accent on it because this is the thing. He doesn't realize he don't speak Spanish.
Thank you.
So I keep trying
He
to
goes to Colombia for 1 month.
Oh, no.
And he's like, yeah, señorita, ¿cómo está?
Don't feel bad. We've been doing the podcast for a couple years. He also thinks he's African too. So
I am African. What you mean?
Again, he got the accent on there.
Okay. When you talk African, when you
no, not Kosa, but I'm African American. My DNA traces back to Ghana.
Did you ever see this guy, the comedian who make fun of you guys?
Which one?
No. The one that African people get mad at African Americans because they think they African and they not, and they see the white man. Hey, white man, and
No, but I want to see it.
Are you talking about the TikTok video?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Y'all, hold on. You see, this shit is hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, and I know this might be offensive. Lo siento.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm bringing it up. A white person. Yeah, for you guys, but yeah. I'm
gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I don't. This may not be the video that you're talking about, but
he's talking that African Americans, they wanna act like Africans, and then real Africans, they get mad because they not Africans supposedly.
Right.
It's like New Yorkers. Oh, I'm from Puerto Rico. What part? Bronx. What the heck? Like what? Oh yeah, I'm from Puerto Rico. What part? Brooklyn? Like no, that's not.
It's not the same thing.
We love you, big boy. We love you, big boy.
No, it's not that one.
Happy birthday to you.
It's not that one.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
No, it's not that one. It's about.
I'm like, what the fuck?
No, it's not that. Man,
What is this?
People are gonna think that I'm not married and I'm just watching guys.
No, but they do. So these they came up with an idea to send birthday and greetings and stuff like that. So people will send them a picture, and then they'll say whatever they want to say. So they're like, "Happy birthday," blah blah blah.
So African birthday shout out.
Right.
Okay.
Back to that. It's like if I find that, I bring it to you. I send it to you, and then you can. But again, the Boritracho again, because I'm from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And then my wife, Catracho, is what they call it, the Honduran people.
Oh, okay.
Catracho is what they use. It's supposed to be Catrach, because that was the soldier or the sergeant, the big guy before what they colonized and whatever. It was Catrach.
Okay.
But then they didn't know how to pronounce it, and they put Catrachos. So it's a whole.
So I might have been saying it right the whole time. Is what you're saying?
No.
Not really.
Oh.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. No, you should have been really fast. But one thing is, like I say, I've been cooking since I'm 14, and I'm the type of person that if it's good food, I drive. And I used to drive. Well, you see it on Baltimore when you went to see me. It took me an hour and this to bring a little bit of Puerto Rico there. And before I was gonna open my own place, I used to drive to PA, NY, or Delaware or whatever to get good food. But I say, why I need to go if I can bring it and I can do it myself? And it's a lot of Puerto Ricans now moving to Southern Maryland. And
a lot of culture is opening up here in Southern Maryland. I felt like at first it was just black and white.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I'm East African too, so I'm seeing a lot of East Africans here lately. Like we got halal food coming soon.
Why are you laughing? What? Because she's
I said bring on the East African.
Yeah, he loves the East African women too.
Yeah, okay.
Sickening. But so we have the halal food coming now. So when I heard that you were going to be doing Puerto Rican food, I'm just like, oh, so we're going to finally get some more culture-based food here outside of the Chinese and Mexican food.
Yes, and that's one thing that, well, Central Americans are a lot here. And at first, I was afraid to open because I was like, a lot of Central American people, they're not going to like what I'm going to make. Mm-hmm. But one person told me, you open and you make food. Whoever comes. If not, hey, you keep going. Because remember, guys, in history again, they didn't make Rome in one day. They destroyed it in one day, but they didn't build it in one day. It took time. So it's like when you guys open up the podcast, maybe 1-2 viewers and that's it, and you was like, damn, like wow. But you keep going on, and now you can see that blessing and that apple getting bigger. When you take a bite, you can take a good juicy bite, and that's why maybe at first, like I told my wife, I'm gonna be frustrated. I'm gonna be like, like damn, I spent all my allowance, my savings, I'm stupid things.
Similar.
But and then I'm gonna be like, damn. But you know what? One thing is, when you guys try the food. Oh, sorry. New guys in the building.
Oh yeah, I was about to say we're gonna try the food in a minute.
When you try,
you want to try? You want us to try it now?
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking. That's why I bring it
up. All right, guys,
we
about to do a real live food tasting right now.
And this is all homemade.
All homemade, man.
This is not. I didn't bought it in any place or whatever. Which
one's
This is the beef with cheese.
Beef with cheese.
And this ones are the chorizo with cheese and potato.
Okay.
So, and then we got a sauce, but it's a little spicy. I don't know if you can African handle the spicy.
Oh yeah, African.
It's like African.
Nice
That's yes. I try to make it. Yes, ma'am. You can. Let me.
All right, guys. I'm gonna try to. Yeah.
You gotta do a thumbnail for that one.
Oh yeah, for sure. Everybody smiles to the camera.
Chin chin.
So Carlos, what exactly we eating again? Go ahead and let the people know.
So the one that she had right now, if you open it, is beef and cheese.
Okay.
And then this one is also, I think, beef and cheese. Just please give me the best and the honest opinion. Okay, and we end the podcast here, guys. Thank you
guys so much for coming out to the Hot Meal Podcast.
This is good.
And then, I don't know if you guys, like, I made my own salsas and everything, Sorry, I'm not shouting out for no commercials.
Oh, do you want to eat too?
No. Boy, before I came I ate a lot. No, but let me be a little, I think this is the first guest that you got that bring you so much food. Not a lot. I was gonna bring more, guys. I'll be honest, but then I was like, they're not gonna have a microwave, and I want them to eat it fresh. I want them to eat it.
It's still nice and warm too.
Yeah.
Thank you, appreciate it. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry, I'm not a girl that I cannot do so many stuff at the same time. Yeah, I'm still learning from my wife. 10 years, you can take your own sauce or whatever.
You hold that.
Gotcha.
It's not that spicy, but it got a little kick to it.
You want to put some on yours?
Yeah. Just a little dab. That's good. Thank you.
Yeah.
A little bit. I'm already saucy, I normally don't put sauce on the jump.
You're so nice.
Well, I'm going ahead and try it out because it's my man Carlos right here.
I'm a sauce guy. I like sauce on everything.
Yeah. Well, and I'm going to have so many sauce. I'm going to have the mild, I'm going to have the spicy, and I'm going to have the stream. The stream sauce really is going to be stream because he's going to have jalapenos, habaneros, and...
I don't want nothing to do with that.
Be honest.
Man.
That sauce is good.
This is good.
And you need to try also the... Don't get full.
I'm not only going to eat this half.
Okay, good. Because I want you guys to also try... this is one of the stuff that you told me to call it beef patties.
Yeah.
Because I was calling it the fancy way, the turnovers beef patties or whatever. But yeah, this is called pastelillos in Puerto Rico. They serve like that. I was gonna bring the Honduran version, but the problem is the Honduran version got cabbage, mayonnaise, and all that on top, and then you eat it in a whole bite, and it was gonna be too messy, and then it was gonna be.
In Puerto Rico, y'all have mofongo too, right?
Yes, we're gonna bring mofongos. That's gonna be in the specials for us. And the food truck, we're gonna have 3 or 4 type of sandwiches. We're gonna have the original is tripleta. That's gonna be pork, ham, and steak. The other one is gonna be a Cuban sandwich. It's gonna be pork, ham. Let me see if that's the chorizo. The chorizo with cheese. Yeah. I wish it can be hotter for you when you stream it like that.
This is perfect.
You want more sauce, man?
Sure.
He said she's the sauce queen right now. Sauce god, my bad.
Yeah, so we're gonna have the Cuban sandwich, and then we're gonna have called el catrachito.
Okay.
It's gonna have the burger. It's gonna have It's gonna have a burger. It's gonna have chorizo. It's gonna have an egg and avocado. Yeah, that's gonna be one and all sweet bread.
What kind of egg? A fried egg?
However you want it. Scramble, hard, soft, sunny side up. However you want it. You want napkin, sir? Sorry, sir.
Carlos. Take this pan away from me, man.
Hey, that's for you
know
guys.
That man trying to get small again.
I know, right? Y'all making this so damn hard for a brother, man. Jesus Christ.
We're gonna have that. We're gonna have the mofongo. We're gonna have the it called pastelón. It's a sweet plantain full with beef inside and cheese. It's gonna serve with rice and beans. We're gonna have the crazy potato sticks. It's gonna have the 3 meats or however you want it. Inside with cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, pico de gallo. We're gonna have so many stuff. So many stuff. We're gonna have the hot dogs, but Puerto Rican hot dogs.
What makes a hot dog Puerto Rican?
yes. A lot of people is like, it's a hot dog. No, but if you go to NY, they only put ketchup and mustard. The Puerto Rican hot dog got the sauerkraut, it got the onions, it got the chili, it got the potato sticks, it got cheese, it got mayonnaise, and it got ketchup.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
a lot going on.
yeah. What else we gonna have?
So you're starting with the food truck first, and then are you going to go into the restaurant side?
That's my goal. To be honest, me personally, I put everything in the hands of God first. However He want to take me, that's how I'll go. I cannot run if I don't know how to walk yet. Okay. That's one thing that I want to. If it's any young kids watching the podcast or whatever, or any person, don't run if you don't know how to walk or if you don't know how to crawl, because then you're gonna fall and you're gonna fall hard, and then you don't want to wake up or you don't want to stand up again. But yeah, my dream is to have a restaurant, Puerto Rican type. What that means is, like, I don't know if Imani went to any Puerto Rican authentic outside live music. Sorry guys, I don't like reggaeton personally. Not because of religion or whatever, but it's just. I was gonna say something, but no.
We laugh there.
Not that I don't like reggaeton, but it's not. I want you guys to have a good feeling of a Puerto Rican, like salsa or this and that. But at the other hand,
I just want to kind of just show it.
Oh no! So you need to open it here. Oh my goodness!
Oh, you trying to open it?
You're gonna stand me.
Oh yeah, that look good. That look good right there. Lord have mercy.
So I want that. I want you to have that feeling. I want you guys, when you go, let's say you've never been in Puerto Rico and you see that, you'll be like, okay, when I go, that's what I'm gonna feel. Like Imani said,
you want it to be authentic.
Yeah, the customer service. I want the food. I want the people. I want like anything.
I think that will be easy for you to do in this area, honestly. Yeah. With it growing and you being the first, I think it's definitely a lane for you.
Yes, right now, and it's a pleasure that we have another Puerto Rican how you say it, co-lead or whatever.
Colleague, market.
They in Lexington Park or whatever.
Okay,
They call it
the park. Okay.
Yeah, it's El Coqui. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I talk because, like I say, when it rains for everybody. I'm not competition. I know what I can make.
Networking is key, man. Like, it's enough for everybody.
Enough for everybody.
Yeah, I'm not like those people. Like, I'm not gonna help you. Like, no, boy, if I open up my restaurant, a Puerto Rican restaurant, and somebody else open another Puerto Rican restaurant, I'm not afraid because I know what I'm selling. I know what I'm putting in my food. I'm putting love. I'm putting passion. I'm putting everything. So I don't feel afraid.
Man, Waldorf got 5 McDonald's in the same damn city. You know what I mean? Like, it's like
all the same owners.
Yeah, like there's multiple different.
It's the same owner.
Okay.
Most of them.
It's the Indian.
Oh,
yeah.
Does he own the Subway too?
They own 3 Subways.
Oh, it's that.
They the owners of.
You know who he's talking about?
Yeah,
they the owner of Crown Chicken, whatever.
They own Crown Chicken too.
Yeah.
That man got money.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but he passed. But the family,
rest in peace. I guess. But anyway, what I'm saying is it's not always competition, man. Sometimes there's so many different opportunities for people. You know what I mean? It's enough on the plate for everybody to be able to have, man. I'm not gonna lie. Hold up, before we keep moving on, because I gotta talk about this food, man.
Yeah, I want the opinion though. I want the real opinion.
I promise you, I would definitely tell you.
To me, it's gonna be real.
It was good. It definitely was good, especially for I never had Puerto Rican food before.
Okay.
So it was my first impression.
Okay.
Very impressed. I liked it.
And
I'm glad that you made it simple for me too, because I don't like my food to be too complicated.
And that's what. And Imani told me before we talk, and I say, Imani, you want me to bring a whole? I was gonna bring a lot, and he said, hold on, first of all, the space and whatever. But then I want to bring so much that for you guys can really have a good taste. But he said, no, hold on, little by little and whatever. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I can promote myself. But
that's why you're here.
Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays I'm going to be selling food. Not in the food truck yet because I'm waiting. But I'm going to be doing it in my house. I got every permission. I got all the permits and everything. Mm-hmm. I'm a clean guy. I wash my nails.
It's like oh my God. This is a listening podcast too. They probably like, what is he doing on there? That's a wild stuff.
I got all my permits. I got the health department certification and everything. I've been dealing with food so many years that I know, when I see people dealing with food and the restaurants that I work, I'll be like, no, like I talk to the manager, and if I don't like it and you okay, you being the manager, I'm out. Right. Because I'm not, even though it's not my restaurant, but I'm not gonna sell you something that I'm not gonna eat.
Right.
You know what I mean? So every Wednesday, Thursdays, and Friday, I'm gonna start sending food from home.
Okay.
It come from my kitchen to your mouth.
Pause. Pause. It's like the. But yeah.
No. I put that because it sounds catchy, it sounds funny, and
yeah. I mean, it's Pride Month. You go definitely. I don't know.
No. He said
no. But
you said Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Okay.
I got the menu for this Thursday. I don't know if I can read it. Do you want to read it, Spanish guy? Do you too?
No,
Spanish 101.
I might be able to do a little something.
I cannot stand it. I cannot stand it.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's funny. I'm gonna see what the heck. Okay, start with the Wednesday starter.
Okay. Días le Pendinga.
No, don't read miércoles.
Miércoles.
$13.
Arrozas con guandes, pernil, ensaladas de coditos, agua o soda.
Oh yeah.
Jueves.
Let me see.
Yeah, I did pretty good, right?
Yeah, you did.
That was Wednesday.
Yeah, I know. Wednesday. Yeah. El guandul is gandules, Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, jueves. That's Thursday.
Yeah.
$15 arrozas con vegetables. Vegetales.
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 Yeah.
Okay. Costiles barbecue.
Costilla.
Okay, that. Ensalada de papa.
Agua
and soda.
Yeah.
Good job.
And viernes, $15 arroza Arroz. Mexicano.
Mexicano.
Fajita. Fajita.
Wow. Woohoo.
De pollo.
Uh-huh.
Carne.
Uh-huh.
Con cibola.
Cebolla.
Y pimiento.
Uh-huh.
Frijoles.
Yeah.
Fritos.
Yeah. Hey.
I heard about
I need to
fritos.
redo it again. But yeah, you did.
What foreign language did you take at school?
I took Spanish in high school and French in college.
And
so why you don't know that LL is not love like that?
What do you mean?
Every word that it has like the
Polo.
LLA.
Yeah, it's not polo, it's pollo.
He got that's the only one he got right.
Yeah. Chicken, you know what I mean? Nigga, little chicken.
Well,
that's universal.
So yeah, I'm gonna say it again. Wednesdays rice with gandules is
Now, before you read this, just because I know how this is going to be. Is this going to be the menu for every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or is it going to change up?
It's going to change.
Okay, so we're going. Don't even let them know that. Just know Wednesday.
Okay, so good.
Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, he's going to be selling food.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys follow his social media platform, which we will also have linked here, because this episode is also going to be.
Yeah, and I'm going to fix that thing. I want to make sure that if you read it, you're not going to read like Imani, you say like tacos or whatever. But it was my fault. Again, guys, I'm not good with technology. Remember, I born before TV. No, I'm just kidding.
You had the black and white TV.
Like,
you had the Puerto Rican TV.
Yeah, exactly. You go upstairs in the roof and move it. Yeah. But every week is gonna change. The menu is gonna change.
Okay. Yeah, man. I think they're gonna be excited, man, because the food is really good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still thinking about it. But before we move on, because we're almost an hour in. Carlos.
Yes, sir.
We always ask our guests these questions before we move on, man. So it's like a little rapid fire question. So starting off, we want to know, what is your top inspiration? It can be a person, a place, a thing.
My biggest inspiration was my father. My father used to own restaurants before he passed. Yeah, he used to own restaurants before he passed.
Oh, wow.
He used to own 2 restaurants and a pizzeria in Puerto Rico. I was a little kid, but he always inspired me because from nothing he make a plate. Okay. We can be having the worst day, nothing to eat and whatever, and from an egg, piece of vegetables or whatever, he make a whole plate.
Oh wow!
And I was like, damn, I want to be one day like him, you know. Mm-hmm. And that's my big inspiration, you know. My father, he even though he passed when I was young, but his legacy is in my heart. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So any young kid or anybody who's watching, please make sure the person that you trying or whoever you following is a true person. You know, what I'm saying true is not, don't take a rapper or don't take somebody who already was a millionaire or who already have money and he say, oh, money comes and you already had it, so what the heck? No, right. Talk me rappers like Big Small or Big Pun, they didn't have nothing. They was from the project and they grew up to be somebody, and they didn't forget where they coming from. Never forget where you coming from.
It's about integrity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get you. What would you say is your top artist? Who's your favorite artist to listen to?
My favorite. Well, of course, this is Spanish. You never, it's gonna be the first Spanish guest here. But I think my biggest inspiration, it was back in the days. I don't know how to pronounce it in English. Well, in Spanish.
Yeah, you can say in Spanish.
It was Hector Lavoe.
Okay.
Hector Lavoe, if you look it up, his story is really bad because he came from nothing.
Okay.
He became one of the lead singers in salsa back in the days. And when he had money, he came to drugs. He went down, but then he realized that everything that he was doing, it was wrong. So before he stopped it, his son killed himself with what you call it, with
machete?
No. When you a gun and you got the bullet and
roulette.
Oh, wow.
And then he suffered a lot. You know what I mean? But he still showed the people that he gonna continue going on.
Okay.
What's your top vacation destination? It could be somewhere that you've already visited or somewhere that you dream to go.
Me? Mm-hmm. Personally, I want to go to Italy.
Italy.
That was one of a couple guests said the same thing.
But I want to go to the country. I don't want to go to the famous places.
Not to Florence.
No. I want give me the country, and I want to visit also Santorini, even though it's in Greece, because my wife. Everything that I'm doing, every dream that I'm following right now, if I don't have my wife on my side, I cannot accomplish it.
Aww.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't want to get emotional. But yeah, if you don't have somebody who's following your steps, don't let that person neither throw you down. Right. If you don't follow me, don't pull me down. Rather take it away, do whatever, but don't. And if my wife was not together with me in this, I'll be honest, I cannot do it. First, God. I always put God first. I'm sorry, even we don't put religion, but I'm saying that.
No, this is your story, man. It's
I put God first because without Him, I'm nobody. But without my wife, I cannot make this. Because you need somebody who to guide you and put your hands up and be like, you can do it, you can do it. Sometimes you're gonna feel like crap. You're like, come on, wake up.
Yeah,
you can do it.
Wife.
And that's that person, my wife.
I'm tired.
Wake me up. Okay.
That's what's up, man. Guys, let's give a round of applause to our man Carlos Laureano, man. Thank you so much for gracing the Top Hill podcast. We really greatly appreciate it, and we appreciate you bringing this good eats to the podcast as well too. As this is a Top Hill first, maybe. What? No, we had Chef Ron. We had a couple of people bring food on, but this is definitely our first. Eating on live and having the
because I want you guys to really have the feeling. Don't get me don't run the chef that will hear, but I want you to taste that. I want the realist opinion because
homemade Puerto Rican Honduran experience, man, and we really, really greatly
coming soon to Waldorf. I'm hoping the soonest the better for you guys. And if you when I open and listen, I'm making this my word. If you go to my food truck once I open and you told me you hear this podcast, I'm gonna give you 10%.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So the first people who go, not you, not you. You're gonna pay full price. But the people who hear from Waldorf and surroundings and whatever, I hear you. And I'm gonna ask you something from the podcast, and if you really hear, you're gonna know. But if not, I'm gonna be like you.
Do you already have a website? Are you branded and all that yet? Or are you working on that?
I'm working.
Okay.
Because like I said, technology is not my strongest. But I'm working like Instagram and all that. But I'm gonna have a full website, and
this is really her strong point as well too.
That's what I was getting ready to ask you, because what we also realized too with our local businesses and stuff, people will see this interview, especially once they start Googling you and stuff like that. So I also run another business as well where I help people with their businesses and branding, website, Google placement,
thank you,
and all that good stuff. So we definitely can chat about that.
Yeah, please, because I really need it, because I want this to be so good. From the beginning, from the little stuff that maybe I don't, because I'm focusing on food, but like technology or websites.
I know some of like the best chefs, like they're so passionate and great in the food and stuff like that, but they also have somebody else that can run the marketing and the social media stuff like that
too. When we're operating in our passion, sometimes we start businesses just wanting to make money and stuff like that, but it's going to be very rare times where we're going to be so well rounded in everything. Like your passion is cooking. It's not running a actual business. It's really the cooking part of it. And I feel like once we all start working together and put the proper people in the proper places, we'll thrive much better.
Thank you, and I'm most appreciated nowadays that I can take that and I can say, money, hey, yo, you can give me the phone number and be like, I need help with this, whatever, and make it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if somebody's hearing and know how to rap, that's how you say it, right? Rap a food truck, and if it's, I know it's not cheap.
I got somebody for you too.
I know it's not cheap, but the person who I went to Baltimore, they want to charge me an arm and a leg, and I was like,
give me more information on like the truck, the dimensions and stuff like that, and I got a guy that can do that.
I will text you everything or whatever.
Okay.
But
this is what networking is about, man. We help each other out. You know what I mean?
Because when we went our guests, we talking about somebody that we had on here already.
Yeah.
See how that works.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode. You guys already know Top or Not reaction is coming up right next. And yeah, man, make sure you guys follow my man Carlos and share this interview with somebody, man. It might be able to inspire somebody. Yeah, man. So.
And if you had any more questions, to be honest, and this is one of the last things I'm gonna say. If you want, you can put my phone number or whatever. I don't mind, you know. But sometimes people want to start and they don't know how or when or why or what. Call me or text me or whatever, because I was in your shoes and nobody helped me. Just one person from Baltimore. She gave all out to help me. But it was more information and this and that. So if you guys have any question, or if you think food is your passion, don't do it just because if really it's your passion. Yeah, I'm more likely I'm gonna help you with everything and give you more advice and whatever. But I'm there for you guys, man. Like I'm from here, you know. So if you need help with anything, yeah.
All right, guys. You already know what time it is. This is your boy, Mr. Top Hill Pod, aka E Money Boss,
and I'm your girl Jamila with her own boss.
And we'll be right back.
Top hill, top hill, top hill, hell no. Top hill, top hill, top hill. Just subscribe.